There is a great secret to power, a secret that escapes most men and women as they walk through life with shoulders heavy and brows furrowed, not because of the burdens of the world, but because they never mastered their own reactions. They believe the problem is out there, in other people, in the circumstances, in the chaos of the world. But let me give you a truth that will set you free. It is never the world that disturbs your peace. It is your permission that allows it. You are not disturbed because someone disrespected you. You are disturbed because you accepted their disrespect as truth. You are not angry because of what someone did. You are angry because you gave your power to their actions. And as long as you continue to hand over the reins of your emotional life to the behavior of others, you will live as a prisoner to every rude glance, every harsh word, every unfair judgment. But listen to me closely. The moment you decide to reclaim your power, the moment you understand that no one, not a single person on this earth, has the authority to control your peace unless you hand it to them, that is the moment you become unstoppable. That is the moment you rise. Great men and women are never ruled by anger. They are ruled by vision, by self-command. They see insults not as daggers, but as tests. They understand something the average person does not. The one who angers you controls you. And to allow that is to give your destiny into the hands of the unworthy. Let me ask you a question. What has anger ever built? What has being bothered, irritated, disturbed by others ever contributed to the construction of your dream? Has it ever added a single brick to your temple of success? No. It is only burned, broken, delayed, and distracted. Yet people live in this emotional trap their entire lives. They say, I can't help it. They made me angry. No, you made yourself angry. You handed them the switch that controls your state, and they flipped it because you allowed it. If you truly wish to master your destiny, you must first master your mind. And the first step to mastering your mind is this. Refuse to get angry. Make up your mind now that no one is important enough to steal your peace. Say to yourself, from this moment on, I am unmoved. I am not disturbed by others. I live above offense. You might say, but I'm only human. Yes, you are. But you are not an ordinary human. You are a mind, not a reaction. You are a spirit, not an emotional puppet. You were not put here to react to every fool who crosses your path. You were born to think, to decide, to remain calm in the midst of noise, because calm is power, and power is the fuel of purpose. A man who cannot control his temper is like a city with no walls, defenseless, exposed, and vulnerable to destruction. But the man who keeps his peace, who governs his reactions, who meets ignorance with silence and arrogance with wisdom, that man holds the key to the kingdom. I tell you this, the moment you react, they win. Not because they're right, not because they're stronger, but because they pulled you into their level. And nothing valuable grows at that level. You must decide now that you will never again stoop to meet someone's insult. You will never again allow your spirit to be moved by nonsense. Here is a little-known truth about anger. It feeds on your attention. The more you think about what someone said, the more power you give it. The more you replay the situation, the more real it becomes in your mind. And the more real it becomes, the more it invades your spirit. But you have a choice. You can choose to let it pass. You can say, I saw what they did. I heard what they said, but I will not carry it. Why? Because you have greater things to do. You are not on this earth to argue with small minds. You are here to build, to grow, to become. And becoming requires focus. It requires discipline of the soul. If someone can knock you off course with a comment, you are still under their control. But when you reach the point where you smile at what used to upset you, where you laugh at what once disturbed you, then you have risen above the game. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You don't need to react, because you know who you are, and that knowing is the greatest shield. The person who is truly confident does not get angry. They understand that reacting to others is a form of begging for validation, and you don't beg when you already know your worth. The next time someone tries to provoke you, I want you to pause and ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Is this worth my energy? 9 times out of 10, the answer will be no, because you'll realize that nothing outside of you is powerful enough to define you unless you allow it. People who are always bothered live in reaction mode. Their emotions are at the mercy of their environment. They say, if only people were nicer, if only the world were fair, if only they understood me. But the man who has mastered himself says, I don't need the world to change. I will be the change. I don't need others to behave. I will remain disciplined. My peace is mine and mine alone. You see, your reaction is your responsibility. That's what separates the ordinary from the great. The ordinary blame. The great train. They train their emotions. They practice self-command. Every day they rise with the commitment to stay calm no matter what the world throws at them. You must begin training today. Train your mind not to take things personally. Someone cuts you off in traffic, bless them and move on. Someone disrespects you, let their character speak for itself. You don't need to answer every insult. Silence is a language, and it often speaks louder than words. There is a dignity in emotional control that no wealth can buy. When you walk into a room and no one can shake you, when your presence is calm, your speech measured, your mind at ease. People will feel your strength before you say a word. That is the power of a man or woman who is no longer moved by others. Understand this, most people act from their wounds. Their anger is not about you. Their irritation is not about you. Their outburst is not about you. It is about what they carry. And once you see this, you no longer react. You begin to see others with compassion, not contempt. You rise, you grow, you breathe, you move forward. Let others gossip. Let others judge. Let others criticize. Let them waste their lives in emotional warfare. But not you. You have decided to live above it. You have decided to stay in control. You have decided to protect your peace like a sacred fire. And because of that decision, you will go further than most. You will build things while others argue. You will make progress while others seek revenge. You will sleep peacefully while others toss and turn with resentment, because you chose mastery over misery. And that choice will take you higher than any reaction ever could. The world will test you. People will provoke you. Circumstances will shake you. But you are not here to flinch. You are here to stand tall and say, I am unmoved. You are here to command your destiny, not react to it. Let others wonder what gives you such peace. Let them question why you never seem bothered. Let them guess what secret you know. But you will know. You will know that you are the master of your mind, the ruler of your reactions, and the guardian of your peace. And that you must begin to carry yourself with the quiet confidence of someone who has nothing to prove. When you are no longer easily shaken, people feel it. When your inner world is grounded, the outer chaos loses its grip on you. The world doesn't change, but you do. And in that change, everything around you begins to shift, not because others are different, but because you stop dancing to the rhythm of their dysfunction. People who are always upset are reacting to life like leaves in the wind, tossed around by every word, every look, every imagined slight. But you are not a leaf. You are the tree. You are rooted, unmoved. The storms may come, but you do not bow to them. You may bend, but you do not break. And this power comes not from pretending, not from suppressing emotions, but from training your mind to respond from a place of strength rather than weakness. The greatest warriors don't waste energy on petty battles. They save their strength for their purpose. You must do the same. Stop giving your power to distractions disguised as offenses. Your mission is too important. Your time is too valuable. Every moment spent being angry is a moment stolen from your destiny. You may have every reason to be angry. People might betray you, disrespect you, lie to your face. But anger is not the weapon of the wise. It's the weight that holds them down. The wise man doesn't fight fire with fire. He uses fire to forge his discipline, his resolve, his clarity. He channels what others waste. While they erupt, he evolves. Don't misunderstand. Staying unbothered is not about being passive. It's not weakness. It's strength refined. It's courage with wisdom. It's fire under control. The loudest voice is rarely the strongest. The strongest is the one who doesn't need to speak unless it matters, who doesn't need to fight unless the cause is great, who doesn't need to respond unless it builds. And if you want to be that kind of person, you must study yourself daily. Ask yourself, why did that comment affect me? What wound did it press? Because the truth is, no one can push a button in you unless the button already exists. Your reactions are messages from within. They are not about the world. They are about you. So dig deep, heal, forgive, let go. There is no prize for carrying the weight of offense. There is no reward for being easily triggered. But there is great treasure in becoming immune to the nonsense of the world. A treasure called peace. A treasure called focus. A treasure called power. The world honors those who hold their composure in the face of pressure. The marketplace pays those who remain calm when others panic. Families follow those who are stable when storms come. Every field of life favors the one who is unmoved. You want influence? Begin there. Not by yelling louder, but by reacting less. Not by dominating others, but by mastering yourself. Let the noise pass. Let the insult slide. Let the provocation fade. You have more important things to do than attend every argument you're invited to. You have more important goals than getting even. You are building something great, and you will not trade it for the temporary satisfaction of reaction. Discipline yourself. Not once, not sometimes, every day. Every encounter is a chance to grow. Every irritation is an opportunity to rise. When someone pushes your buttons, be thankful. They are revealing to you the areas where you are still not free. And if you see that clearly, you can work on it. You can become unshakable. Be deliberate. Prepare your mind in the morning. Today, I remain calm. Today, I let nothing steal my joy. Today, I rise above. And when the moment comes, and it will come, you will not be surprised. You will be ready. You will smile, not because you are unaffected, but because you have outgrown the need to respond. And when you live like this, people will wonder why you don't engage, why you don't defend, why you don't retaliate. They will mistake your calm for weakness, your peace for fear. But over time, they will see. They will see that the quiet one built more, that the unbothered one climbed higher, that the disciplined one had peace they could not buy. So you keep building, keep climbing, keep becoming. Let them talk, let them misunderstand, let them provoke. You already know. None of that matters. What matters is your vision, your energy, your focus. What matters is that you're not the same person you used to be. You used to get angry. You used to defend yourself. You used to feel the need to prove something. But that was before you understood the cost. That was before you realized how much life is wasted trying to win arguments that don't matter. How much energy is drained being right instead of being wise. Now, you choose peace over pride, calm over chaos, purpose over provocation. Not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. Would you like me to continue from here? So now, the choice is yours. You can continue living at the mercy of every irritation, every insult, every ignorant word thrown your way, or you can rise. You can decide once and for all that nothing outside of you has the power to disturb what lives inside of you. You can decide once and for all that nothing outside of you has the power to disturb what lives inside of you. This is not just about controlling your temper. This is about owning your life, about refusing to waste another second chained to reactions, chained to what people say or do. You were not born to be ruled by emotions. You were born to rule over them, to use your mind, your will, and your spirit to create a life of peace, power, and purpose. The one who remains calm when others lose their heads, that is the one who leads. The one who keeps moving forward while others are tangled in bitterness, that is the one who wins. And the one who guards their inner world as fiercely as a king protects his kingdom, that is the one who lives truly free. So hold your peace, protect your energy, train your mind daily, and the next time the world tries to shake you, smile, not because it didn't try, but because it couldn't. You are no longer a servant to anger. You are a master of your fate. Walk in that truth, live in that strength, and let nothing bother you again.